The power of faith. Faith is an incredible thing, but it must be practiced and understood. One of the fundamental understandings is that when you practice faith, you're coming from an intellectual understanding that it's already done, that everything's already handled, that God's got it, the universe has got it, it's already done. Doesn't matter what the problem is, right? Even the Bible says we live in a world that's full of problems. It's not a direct quote, but basically that's what it says. But through faith and through trust in God or trust in the universe, the outcome can be whatever it is that you wish it to be. So one of the problems that is coming up and a lot of you are going through right now is that back talk from your subconscious mind to try to draw you back. Once you become conscious of the idea that your subconscious is actually trying to pull you back, and that voice is not you, right? Because that's a level of consciousness. To realize that voice is not you. Most people, literally, walking around think that the negative voice that's in their head is actually them. But it isn't you. It isn't you. Not your true self. Not the you, the soul that came into the body to fulfill the purpose in your lifetime of your amazing life. That's not you. That's not you. It's the world. Right? It's the world that's in your head, right? It's mom, dad, grandparents, friends, teachers, clergy, social media. It's the world that is hijacked your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is the power center. Whenever you turn something over to your subconscious mind, it's done automatically. You manifest instantly from your subconscious all the time. The only way to stop that is when you use your conscious mind to override what your subconscious mind is trying to do. The subconscious mind is a servant. Write that down. It is a servant. It is not the ruler. You are the ruler. It is a servant. And what you want it to be is an obedient servant. How do we get it to be an obedient servant? Well, there's a couple things that I'm going to share with you that you've heard me say before, and possibly something that you may have never heard me say. From a scientific, psychological, and even from a spiritual perspective to some degree, we know that there's two ways to change the subconscious mind. One is called constant spaced repetition. The other is called a sudden emotional impact. And when you combine those two things together, you begin to reprogram the subconscious mind rapidly, right? Because it's constant. You're doing it over and over again. But part of the question is, how are you reprogramming it, right? Now, it's a servant. What does that mean? That it has to obey your order based on the level of your faith. It's kind of like when you tell a child that's misbehaving to straighten up in some way. That kid knows whether you mean it or not. And if you don't mean it, the kid's going to go right back to the misbehavior. However, if you're a parent that does not waver from what it is that you tell the child to do, the child knows, and the child will straighten up. Your subconscious mind is the same way. Your job is to command that it aligns with your purpose, with the ideal that you're creating for yourself. When your subconscious mind is giving you something negative, it's pulling you to the side, your job is to say, stop, stop. I command you to align with my God purpose in life and to change the language to that which fulfills my needs. That's your job. Again, it's one of these areas where, depending on your level of consciousness, some people think it's an incredibly silly thing to do, but it's an incredibly not silly thing to do. It's very important and it's very powerful. You're commanding the good that you desire to come in. And spirit is also a servant. Spirit is constantly flowing to and through us. It's without form and it's totally deductive in nature. In other words, whatever message you give it, it cannot change a thing. And based on the law of cause and effect, when you command it, it will go out, and the effect is that it brings you back exactly what you're commanding. But if you're not commanding it, it's operating from your subconscious mind with all the voices. So this is about taking over that incredible power that power center in yourself from the perspective of the certainty of your divine faith and commanding it to obey in the direction that supports you. Now, it will push back in the beginning because it's like an unruly child that doesn't know that you're serious. But when you never let up with it, and remember, it does take the consciousness to realize that that voice is not you. When you start to realize that, there's a separation that occurs in your awareness, and you're like, wow, listen to this voice that's just rattling on and on and on and on. That's not me. You can see the different sides of what makes up you, but from a truth perspective of what you really are, it has nothing to do with it. It is the nonsense of the world that gets into a person's head that makes them crazy. But you can command it every day to obey and to follow the direction so that it supports your effort. And that's what we want it to do. We want it to support our effort. We want it to find the ways, to find the ideas, to give us the energy, right? Whatever you tell it to do, it should obey, and then that's what your experience is. And you can do this with all the areas of your life, right? Don't do them all at the same time, but start off with whatever you want and stick with it. And you only speak positively to it. In other words, you give it the direction to go. Now, here's the other thing. If you do that, and then you continue to talk out of your own mouth negative about what you want or what's going wrong with your life, it cancels it out. Because the subconscious is seeking the validation through your own expression in life. And the first expression that we have, the word creates our reality. What you speak into life. So it's like the old idea, are you speaking life to something or are you speaking death to something? You must choose life. You must choose to speak life. And that means that you're going to start really working on controlling what actually comes out of your mouth. You can talk about something that's gone wrong from the matter of perspective of we need to sit down and figure something out or whatever, but you can't go on and on and on speaking about it. If you're saying to yourself, I wonder why this isn't happening, I wonder why this isn't happening, every time you do that, you push the thing that you want farther away because your faith is now behind why it's not happening. Your curiosity is behind why it's not happening. You have to say, nope, it is happening. I command you, subconscious mind, to get in line with my desire and to manifest it and to produce it now. And it will do it. But you must be consistent. Because when you're not consistent, you're fighting against it. Show it that you're the adult in the room. You're the parent, and it will obey. Are the voices going to stop instantly? Probably not. But they will stop within a shorter frame of time if you ignore them when they kick up after you've already given it a command. For most people, there will be pushback. There will be emotional pushback, verbal nonsense pushback. You've got to stay committed to that direction. Because everything, all your dreams come as the result of, have I learned to control the subconscious manifestation in my life, which is the subconscious verbal nonsense, the emotions that it kicks up, and the way that it manipulates your body. I don't feel good today. I don't have any energy today. Command your subconscious mind, give you the energy. Command your subconscious mind that your body does feel good. It has to obey. But in order to obey, you have to wake up to the idea that you're the parent. The higher side of yourself is what's in charge. It no longer runs the show. And you will manifest instantly over and over and over and over again, according to your belief and according to your faith. And it doesn't matter what it is. You can't change the past, but you can create an amazing future moving forward.